to my channel. Miranda Beauty here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't feel like talking, so I was playing music in the background. So what I'm going to do is just do a voiceover explaining what I'm doing. Yeah, and that's that. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look with this smoky green glittery eye, then keep on watching. Hello, beautiful. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I really did not feel like talking, and the next couple of tutorials you guys get from me, I will be doing voiceovers because I've just been on a vibes tip where I just want to listen to my music, have a little bit of makeup therapy, and I don't really like talking, and that's just what it is. So here I am doing my eyebrows. You guys know the drill. I use edge control, or if you're new, I use edge control and lash glue to laminate down my brows. It is the best brow routine that I've come across that I love now. And then I use my concealer. I'm using the Huda Beauty concealer today, and I carve under my brow first, and then I fill in the necessary gaps. That way I am not overbrowing my face, okay? That way my brow is not overly harsh. It's still like natural looking. This is the best brow routine that I have found for myself out of all the years that I've been doing makeup. I love it, and I'm just gonna stick to this forever. Like, I love my brows. So now I'm just priming my skin. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, and we're rubbing that in. And then we're going to color correct. I like to use the LA Girl. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That was my stomach, girl. I'm hungry. God damn. Sorry. So I'm using the LA Girl orange corrector, and I'm just correcting the hyperpigmentation on my face and neck, and then we're gonna go in with my foundation. So I love Huda Beauty. The faux filter foundation is my absolute favorite. This is the OG formula because I still have 2 bottles of that I'm trying to finish up. So I mixed chocolate mousse and gingerbread together. Both of those shades work for me, honestly, truly. But I'm just mixing them together, and that is what I am pouncing into my skin. Once that is blended down my face and neck, now I'm going with my concealer and I'm highlighting my T-zone area. Again, it is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer, and I'm applying that to the center of my face, so my forehead, my chin, and under my eyes and my nose. And then I'm gonna use the same beauty blender that I used to blend out my foundation to blend that out. Now I'm taking Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder in the shade Banana, and I'm using that underneath my eyes. First, I set it with a brush, and then I go in with a powder puff. The reason why I do that is because I have lines under my eyes naturally, and I find setting it with the brush first helps with like the concealer to not crease, even though my concealer, like, it just, you know, the way that I use my setting powders, they rarely crease, but that really just elevates it for me. Then I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Fenty foundation powder. I use the shade 385. And then I'm also using the Sephora Micro Smooth powder to dust away the bake in the shade Mahogany. And then I'm using another shade in the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and this is the shade 35. And I use that to give me the bright under eye look. This powder is bomb. I love this powder. Discovered it last year, and well, not the powder, but like the shade, in order to give me that bright under eye look. So that's what I use. Now we're diving into contouring, and I'm using the Morphe bronzer powder in Cocoa Whoa, and I'm using that to chisel and carve out my face and bring back some depth and dimension. And then we're gonna bronze. I'm using the Juvia's Place bronzer duo, which I've been loving on lately. When I initially bought this bronzer duo, I was using it wrong. I was using it to contour, and I was like, it's too red. It's a bronzer, duh, but it's beautiful, you know, it's beautiful. And then this blush is 23 from Sephora. It's one of their new blushes in the shade Charmed. It's a bronze corally color. It's very pretty. I was like worried at first that it might be too light, but once I actually applied that onto my cheeks, which you guys saw my reaction, it's a beautiful blush. We love it. Now, after getting my base routine down packed, we're going to Fix Plus my face down. And this is just going to help melt everything, melt down those powders, and just make everything look a little bit more natural, quote unquote. But it really just melts in the makeup nice. We're priming our lids. I like to use the P. Louise primer. You can use whatever primer your heart desires. And then we're diving into this Glam Light and Michaela Noguera palette. This is the second one that she launched, and it's beautiful. So I'm taking this like khaki army green and I'm popping that into my crease, and I'm going to build up the color intensity by first patting down that shade and then buffing out the edges. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm using my foundation powder as well to help further blend underneath my brow bone and the outskirts of that initial color. It just makes everything seamless. That is why I do that step every single time I do my eyeshadow. It doesn't matter what color I'm wearing. That is something that I'm always going to do when I blend out my crease color. Now I'm taking more so an evergreen / like forest green, and I'm popping that all over my lid because we're going for like a shimmery smoky eye. So yeah, I'm going to blend that on my lid and on my lower lash line. And I'm using just a small detail brush for my lower lash line and just buffing that in underneath for that pop of color. Now I'm taking this beautiful emerald shimmery green, and I'm just going to pop that all over and blend that over the lid color that I did. I do my liner off cam. This is me popping on my mascara, and then I'm just checking my lash to make sure that I like how that looks. And then we're going to set my makeup with my setting spray. This is a Makeup Revolution setting spray. It's really good. For my lips, I'm using Spiffy lip liner by Morphe and Richie. I love Morphe lip liners, you guys. They're so good and affordable and just creamy and long lasting. They're just amazing. So that's what I'm lining my lips with. And then we're going in with Starfish liquid lipstick. I'm so sorry. This is discontinued, I believe, from ABH, but it's just like a muted brown shade, nude. And then I top it off with macchiato gloss, I believe, from Juvia's Place. And this is the final look. I didn't film an outro. I'm so sorry, but this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in another one soon.